Hey, welcome back, dear viewers. It's V. Let's get started. Over the last few months, I finally upgraded to new Mini 7. It's been a wild ride from the Mini 6. I basically started this channel with my Mini 6. At the same time, I also picked up the new USB-C Magic Trackpad. This has been something I've been dying for years, just having black with Type-C. This is my last real holdout when it comes to the Lightning port, so it is officially dead. iPhone, headphones, trackpad, everything I have is Type-C. I finally achieved one cable solution for all of my gear. That also includes the iClever BQ05. It took many years and people bitching on Reddit, but the job is finally done. How is the new Type-C trackpad, and is it really worth the upgrade compared to the Lightning version? Stay tuned to find out, dear listeners. Typically with unboxing with Apple, it's very minimal and simple. It's nothing too exciting overall. Inside the box has a trackpad. I picked up the black one because I'm not really a fan of white. You have a black braided Type-C to C cable, which is about a foot long. You have the instructions, the manuals, the usual paper gear. There are no Apple stickers. It still hurts. It's real basic, it's simple, it's really nothing too overcomplicated. The new 3rd gen trackpad runs for about $150 off Amazon, listed down below. The 2nd gen is about $120. It's about a $30 difference. The biggest difference between the two of them is the USB Type-C port on the backside. So this is my final Lightning device. With the 3rd gen, I can finally put everything to rest. It doesn't matter the device, big or small, it's one cable to charge everything in 2025. Beyond that, they are exactly the same. The build quality, the battery life, the gestures. Battery life is roughly about a month or two before it needs to be recharged. It has the same 4 rubber feet on the bottom. Alongside that has the Apple logo. It has the same on and off switch on the backside. The only real feature I wish it had was multi-Bluetooth support, because really switching between 3 separate devices would have been perfect. I would have paid extra just for that. As someone who owns both versions, is it really worth the upgrade? Really, it depends. If you are like me, you really want to eliminate the Lightning port forever, then yes. If you're someone who still has a bunch of gear with the Lightning port, then really you should maybe hold off. Anyone with an iPhone 14 maybe. All the gestures, the look, the feeling is about the same. There's virtually not much difference. This will work right out of the box, right? It has a plug and play feature with Type-C. No battery or Bluetooth is needed. It has sorta like pass-through connectivity. When it is hooked up, everything should work from pinch to zoom to multi-touch. Right now, nothing is working properly. I try to use this with my other devices, such as my M4 iPad Pro. Even with my MacBook Pro, nothing is working here. It might have been an isolated incident with one device, but it happened to all 3, so there's a correlation between everything. It is a plug and play device. It is in the name, plug and play. You plug it in, you turn it on, it should start working. So I eventually found the issue. Every operating system between my Mac and my iPad has to be updated to the latest version in order for this to work properly. So in order to use any of the new shiny Type-C accessories Apple sells between the keyboard, the mouse, and the trackpad, the devices do have to be updated to the latest firmware. If you're someone who doesn't like to update to the latest software due to having older legacy programs, you might want to hold off and check the compatibility, so that might make or break your experience. If you are like me and don't have much time to sit down and really read books, Audible has you covered and has been keeping me going for years. Just in 2024 alone, I have clocked in over 1,200 hours. When I travel for work and school, or I just want some background noise, Audible has a wide array of books to choose from mystery to X-Force to sci-fi, zombies, thrillers, romance, comedies. Audible has a little bit of everything. Right now, use my link down below to get a free 30-day trial. You can cancel at any time, plus you get to keep the books you purchase. This is one streaming platform I will never drop. I got big into them back in 2017, and my obsession just grew from there. Seriously, Audible is one service to really check out. I'm still not a fan of Apple forcing updates to the software just to use their accessories. It works just fine with their older gear. Those new shiny Type-C ports do require massive software updates. This trackpad feels, smells, and acts just like the 2nd gen. Overall, it is quick, fast, and snappy. I really do like this trackpad because it works so well with all the Apple devices. The trackpad is not required to really use a Mac. I do like using one just for like navigation and the gestures with my own personal workflow. Everything is here from multi-touch, pinch to zoom, scrolling with 2 fingers. It just works so so well. Between Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, zooming in and out of timeline-based projects, switching between different windows, different applications is a must-have. The trackpad was the first thing that really got me interested in MacBook Pros, all the way back from like 2005. Like really, they're that good. Windows, on the other hand, do tend to be really hit or miss. They have gotten better, but depending on the computer, they can be either good or bad. The trackpad with Type-C does offer pass-through connectivity with Bluetooth or Type-C, so I mean it does offer some features not found elsewhere. I do keep the trackpad on my desk with Bluetooth, but when I do travel, I use the Type-C cable because this does not have multi-Bluetooth connectivity, which it should have, especially in 2025. So switching from Lightning to Type-C makes an already fantastic product even better. Love it or hate it, Apple's refresh cycle can either be hit or miss. The Magic Trackpad, the first generation, came out in 2010, the second one came out in 2015, and the third one came out in 2024. That is almost a decade difference between the second and the third gen. The second gen had a Lightning port for about a decade. It recently got upgraded with Type-C. It might get multi-Bluetooth support in 2035. I have no issues with white, but the black one just looks so much better. The new one hits all the check marks for myself. It's more of a minor upgrade overall, but it does enough to really worthy an upgrade. The only thing I wish the new version had was multi-Bluetooth support. Besides that, it would have been perfect. So like always, dear listeners, it's your host, it's V, stay classy. Signing out from Wolf359.